having, having a mission to help 100,000 people to become financially independent. You want to know what are the four scariest financial facts that are happening right now in the United States? Let's find out. I was reading today an article about finances, and I was looking into some statistics to see how can I get better, how can I run my finances better, how can I make some more money. And I ran across these four facts that scare me to death. I was at some point in my life in a situation that was in what can I do? And I relate 110% with these four facts. And I thought I need to share this because I don't know who needs to hear this. But it's a very important information because if we don't take action, if we don't do something about it, I don't know how we're gonna be ahead of the game in the future. So I read four things, and the first one, number one, is that the average American has $90,460 in debt, according to a 2021 CNBC report. Average American, $90,460 in debt. I was thinking that's a lot of money, guys. I mean, we're not talking about 1,000, 10,000, 90, oh, close to $100,000, and that is something that when I was in debt close to $250, I couldn't sleep, thinking, what am I gonna do? How can I pay those bills next week, my next paycheck, when the check is not enough to cover all these basic things that we got involved: car payment, mortgage, rent, and things that sometimes we don't need that we bought. And we start getting into the debt, and debt start getting higher and higher and higher. That's amazing. Now, number two says that one out of four employees right now, one out of four employees are considering quitting their jobs, and 80% are concerned about their career advancement because the pandemic caused them to rethink their skill set, according to CNN Business. One out of four employees are considering to quit their jobs. They don't see an opportunity to continue to grow. They don't see an opportunity to continue to move up at their current jobs. I was at some point in my life in the exact same situation. I was working 90, 100 hours a week, sacrificing my family, sacrificing my kids. My kids used to call me every single night through FaceTime just to say, good night, Papa. And I really understand. I relate with you because I hate my job. I hate my boss. My boss was never happy. Want me to drop my family, leave absolutely everything. He doesn't care about family. He doesn't care anything. He let you, or you come to work and fix this problem that I've been working 6 days. I don't care. You need to work 7 days. That's your responsibility, or you lose your job. So I was at that point, and I see that having changed that. People still looking to quit their job, but it was more interesting is that the pandemic, but after the pandemic, they are rethinking to their skill set. So they're thinking to do something else. Now I understand a little bit more why all these gig jobs, call it Uber, Amazon, you know, delivery companies are making a lot of money because people are way open, more way open than before to a side job, a side hustle to create some extra money, which I believe is great. We should all be doing that. And sometimes we say, well, we don't have money for that. Forget about that. Well, it's not about we don't have money. Oh, I don't have time for that. It's not about I don't having time. It's about to do the right things to get out of that hole. And in order for us to get out of that hole, we need to get out of the comfort zone. Simple as that. Number three, scary. This is probably the most scary one. According to a PwC report, one in four Americans have no retirement savings. One in four Americans have no retirement savings, and Social Security benefits will probably be depleted by 2034. Guys, that's another 13 years. Now we may not have enough money on the Social Security for our retirement. So think about it, if you don't have anything planned, you don't have anything to decide, another type of retirement like a Roth IRA or IRA that will help you with that, you're gonna be working until you die. If you are waiting for the Social Security to take care of on your retirement, I got news for you. There may not be enough money to take care of you. And if you don't accumulate enough money, do you have any options for retirement? Absolutely not. At some point, I have a 401k. It was very small. I didn't have enough money to at least to retire at a normal age, which is 65, 67, right? But if we don't do something about these guys, it's going to be crazy the results that we're going to be facing down the road. And that's when I learned that you don't find a way to make a residual income, you are going to be working until you die. And some people was crazy about, oh, how can you say that? Javi, you crazy, you out of your mind, you have no idea what you're talking about. Well, let me ask you a question. You're working right now, you're making X amount of money, 40, 50, 70, 100, I don't know, $500,000 a year if you want to. What's going to happen if you get sick and you cannot work for 2, 3, 4, 6 months? Is the income still going to come? No, the income doesn't come. What happens if the company do a restructure and you are one of the first ones to lay off? Is the money will continue to come? No, absolutely not. What about if you get fired because the company got bankrupt? Is the money going to continue to come? Absolutely not. So that's why we need to learn. If we don't find a way to make a residual income, we're going to be working to retire. And just reading that the Social Security benefits will probably be cleared by 2034 is scary. We're not talking about in the next 30, 40, 60 years. We're talking about the next 13 years. And the last one, according to CNBC, nearly two-thirds of Americans, 63%, said they've been living paycheck to paycheck since the COVID-19 pandemic hit the USA. 63 of the population are living paycheck. So think about it for a minute. Average American, $90,000 a day, because that's what we read, right? Average American, $90,000 in debt. 1 out of 4 employees considered to quit their job because they don't see any career advancement or they're rethinking to their skill sets. And no retirement savings, 1 of 4 Americans, and Social Security may be depleted by 2034. And just to pour the cherry on top, 63% are living paycheck to paycheck. What do we do? How can we overcome all these facts that are real? This is not something that, oh my God, I heard somewhere else. No, no, this is happening right now here in the United States. How can we overcome all these issues? How can we overcome all these facts that are insane, crazy, and are scary? Because I'm pretty sure if you work, you have a job, at some point your energy is not going to be the same as before to continue to work. The older you get, the more challenge you may face in your body, in your health. You don't may not have the same energy that you had before. If we don't do something right now, guys, to about these 4 crazy financial facts, the future that we have ahead is scary, even more scary than the facts, and has nothing to do with the government or the president or with the economy. Has nothing to do with that. It's, it's about what can we do. There's things that we cannot change. No matter how hard we do or how loud we complain, there's things that we cannot change. We just need to make sure that we start doing something about it right now. Now's the time. We don't really have too much time. If we don't change, we don't do something about these 4 crazy, scary facts that is affecting our finances right now, it's gonna even worse in the next 15, 20 years. And some of us, we may not have enough time. So we definitely need to start acting soon, doing something about it. I just want to share with these guys. If you are watching this replay, just comment replay, and if you are watching live, also comment live. I always go back and personally check every single message. I take each and every message personally because I like to interact with people. Let me know in your comments what you think about these crazy facts. I'm gonna repeat it one more time just in case you didn't hear it. Number one, the average American has $90,460 in debt. Number two, one out of four employees are considered to quit their jobs, and 80% are concerned about their career advancement. Number three, according to a PCW report, one in four Americans have no retirement savings, and Social Security benefits will be depleted by 2034. And number four, according to CNBC, nearly two-thirds of Americans, 63% of the population, say they've been living paycheck to paycheck since the COVID-19 pandemic hit the United States. Guys, once again, I don't know about you, but when I read this, it was scary. And that's why I decided to do this live, just to share this information, guys. We need to do something. At some point in my life, I faced all those, and I was able to do something. If you want to know more about the options that we may have to overcome any of those four challenges, those scary facts, please send me a message. More than happy to share my experience, more than happy to share what's worked for me and be able to be a little bit ahead of the game. I still have a lot of things to do, but if you want to know more, please send me a message. If you think this message needs to be out there, if you know anyone that may need to hear this message, if you know anyone that may benefit from this video, please share it. Share it out there because this is something crazy. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you at the top.